What is up, guys? We are back at it. It is the start of a new year, so you know Nike just dropped a full new signature basketball line. I wouldn't be making this video right now if I wasn't about to show you guys the best basketball shoe I've ever worn to this date. We just got in 2 new pairs of the Ja 3s. So first, we're gonna be taking a look at the Nike Ja 3. This colorway is called the Daybreak. This is honestly my favorite color I've seen so far. That's why these were a must pick up for me. This is definitely an all orange shoe, but it definitely goes a lot deeper than that. The bottom half of the shoe is mainly like a peach color, and then the top would be more of like a mango. It even has like some nice contrast with like the blue swoosh and then the black to break it up a little bit, and then with the signature A in that mango color, so you get that jaw on the side of there. On the inside, they match that out with another blue swoosh, and then Nike is definitely trying to bring back this lime color. I think this is nice because it's a little bit more subtle. It's not as like bright as like a Volt. It doesn't really match. I think it adds a nice touch to the shoe, really makes the shoe pop. And they've also got that same green on the 12. This pair didn't get any extra laces. You at least get a Ja sticker. The next colorway we picked up, this was actually the first pair I got. Definitely another one of my favorite colorways. But here we got the Nike Ja 3, the Showstoppers. What really stood out to me is this definitely looks like a Travis Scott colorway. Nike knew what they were doing when they came out with these. To get started with the traction, they've got a nice black outsole. The base of the shoe is a very nice dark brown. Honestly, I love the dark colors for a hoop shoe because it definitely won't look so dirty after wearing these for a while. And then you get your very nice touches of baby blue on there as well. And then you get a nice pink swoosh on the outside and on the interior. And then with that pink 12 on there as well. And with these, they come with an orange set of laces, which I thought were very random. Like there isn't any orange on the shoe. Aside from the hype, I just think the Cactus Jack is actually a really nice colorway. And that shows because every colorway has pretty much sold out instantly so far. I'm really not surprised. Seems like it is definitely not a secret. This is Nike's best basketball shoe to date. This video is coming a little late because I did want to get a good amount of play in these. Like this is my second pair and I've already played a game, worked out in these. I've already played more than a few games in these. I definitely wanted to get some good work in before I brought the review to you guys. Let's stop all the talking. Let me show you guys why this shoe is the best hoop shoe ever and get into some of the features. First off, we'll start off with my favorite feature, which would always be the midsole cushion. This is really what makes or breaks a shoe for me. For this shoe, you get a full length Nike Zoom X cushion, which is really just a hybrid foam. I definitely think this is Nike's best innovation to Nike basketball really ever. I mean, I'd say since Nike Air, but this is definitely way better than that. With this shoe, all you get under your foot is really that Zoom X foam and traction. You get to really feel how comfortable it is, yet still very responsive right when you put it on your foot. Zoom has always been my favorite cushion. I think Zoom X really just sets it over the top and is a perfect balance between comfort and responsiveness. Next, we can move on to the traction. They actually use a brand new micro traction pattern, which features a whole bunch of Ja logos, which makes for a really tacky grip, which means the traction is absolutely outstanding on a clean floor. But if you play on a floor with a little bit of dust on it, just be prepared to wipe. It is definitely gonna get very dusty. On a clean court, I definitely don't have any issues with traction with these. Next, we can move on to the uppers, which feature a very breathable textile mesh upper. Then all the support really comes from the TPU overlays, like where you see the A, and then like all the peach colors, which honestly I was surprised about. I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'8", 230. I'm like a stretch center. I can shoot a little bit. I play on the perimeter a little bit more than probably your average center. I do usually prefer a higher top shoe just for that extra ankle support. With this shoe, it actually does work with being a low top just because the TPU is so supportive. I was honestly really surprised, but this shoe does have really good lockdown. I'm sure you guys can see with like my post moves that I'm definitely gonna need a shoe with some extra support. I really haven't had any issues with these. These are good to definitely be worn by a big man. They're still very light and they're low top, so I'd say they would be a great shoe for guards too. I would say this shoe is definitely versatile enough for any play style. You'd be good to play in these for sure. It's also a very flat shoe as well, so you do get a lot of good court feel. That is definitely one of the biggest factors when it comes to any shoe with rolling your ankle is balance. Aesthetically, Nike always finds a cool way to incorporate the swoosh, which this year I think they really topped it. They've been doing the backwards swoosh for a while now. I like how they turned it into a J, so it's more than just a Nike swoosh. And then you also get the Ja there as well, which there is actually function for the A. This TPU portion right here is most of the support. The A does add an actual function to the shoe. I think it's always cool because it's aesthetically pleasing and also has an innovative function side to it as well. For fit and sizing, I would say they definitely run a little bit snug, which I think is perfect for my foot because I've got a long, skinny foot. I've always got to tie my shoes so tight. So going true to size for me was perfect for my foot. If you've definitely got a wider thicker foot and you don't need to tie your shoes as tight, then I would definitely go up a half a size just for that little bit of extra comfort. They still do feel pretty snug, which is definitely a great thing when it comes to containing your foot and that lockdown, because there definitely isn't any heel slippage in these. You get a whole bunch of heel padding on there as well, so your foot is really not going anywhere in there. And the best part about these shoes is these retail at $130. They don't cut any corners with these. Everything is what you would expect from a Nike signature shoe. All the Kobe's and LeBrons come in at about 200 bucks, so I'm really surprised that they were able to release these at 130. Nike's at least being reasonable with the price with these. They've already came out in so many nice colorways. The good thing is if you guys haven't found a colorway that you're a huge fan of yet, then they even have Nike ID as well. Overall, I would definitely say I don't have any complaints about these, but I feel like there's always something about every basketball shoe that really just holds the shoe back. Nike really did their thing with these. For any style of player, I would definitely recommend you to go get these. I think that is about all for today, guys. If you guys think you're bigger sneakerheads than me, then make sure you go smash that subscribe button and make sure you guys hit the like button while you're at it. Let me know if you guys have already picked up a pair of Ja 3s and what colorway you guys ended up going with. I just thank you guys all for watching, and until next video, I'm gonna see you guys all then. Peace.
We're playing with him.